Hey, I'm Megan,
I'm Larry.
and we're gonna watch the new Book of Boba Fett trailer just came out yesterday, and I've seen this yesterday, but I don't think you
I have not. I'm
Yes.
totally blind. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Here. What? Wait. What is
Okay,
that?
I love these things.
Okay.
I actually didn't know what this was until yesterday. I had to look them up. But those are
That's from Return of the Jedi.
Yes,
right?
yeah, they appear really, really briefly.
They were. I have this like childhood memory of some spider thing like. Oh, it's when they go inside.
Yeah, it's
when they go,
inside
you see it in the
Jabba's
background.
palace.
Right, just hanging out.
You kind of see it going through the background. These
Okay.
are more monks. I think that's how it's said. It's one of those words where I've seen it written a million times. It's B apostrophe.
They're not like super space.
No.
They're not like criminals or prisoners or something that would be in Jabba's palace.
No.
With his riffraff.
Basically, they used to be. Well, they are monks, and they used to be like flesh and blood creatures, basically. And their monastery, or one of their monasteries, was Jabba's palace. And at some point, they decided that they should transcend beyond being physical beings and put their brains in jars, and then decided that those brain jars needed to get around, so they put them on horrible spider legs. So that's just a weird spider monk that's wandering around.
So already one that's wrong on great many levels. So one, I have a whole different view of Jabba now because he just lets them hang out. Like he took over their monastery, but he's like, "Oh, the monks can stay. You guys can stay.
It's fine.
You're creepy." And then also, so it's a spider body on like a rugged desert planet.
Yeah.
And they put the most valuable part, which is their brain, in a glass thing that's hanging down towards the ground.
Yes.
That seems like a poor design choice.
I don't think any design choice in Star Wars has ever made sense to me. But yeah, so
I think there's another one in the background, right? So there's two.
There might
There's
be.
that round thing back there. I think that's it. So there's two, right? So there's a bunch of them.
But yeah, that's what that is. So I'm not sure if this is going to come back in any way or if it's just aesthetic.
I think this is aesthetic.
I think it is too, but yeah.
Unless Boba Fett's going to like the start of episode 1, all you monks can have your bodies back.
I think it'd be
I don't know.
very funny if the monks wanted to take back their monastery from Boba Fett in some way, but I doubt that's going to be the case.
I don't think that,
I think these are
that's
just
happening.
hanging out. But yeah.
All right. Okay.
Great big.
Oh, there it is. Back home
and
sweet
there's
home.
the palace.
I've heard otherwise.
Okay.
So we still got that sick dent in his helmet.
Yep, he's not fixing that.
No, that says to me, "Hello, I can't die."
That's his street cred. Agree. Okay.
So, okay, cool. So
Okay.
I don't think this is the same city that Jabba's palace is in anymore.
No, I don't think so.
They go somewhere else. You get a cool view of this in a
I know
minute.
that you sit on the throne.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Again, I don't think this is Jabba's palace because it's too nice.
Yeah, with like all the nice, all the stuff on the walls.
So
You got the Hammerhead people's race.
the Ithorians, they're
There
very
it
cool.
is.
They have like cool neck mouths that they scream with, and that's their attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I only know them from the little red action figure.
Yeah, they have
that I bought
either
when I
they're
was,
extra
10.
throats or extra mouths, and they scream with them. You can see them in the original Clone Wars cartoon from.
Okay.
I forget what year
This
that
guy's
was.
palace is pretty swanky.
Yeah, so I think he's another crime lord. And if you look at we're going to a closer shot in a sec, but you can see he has like a necklace with all these different insignias on it.
Sure.
Which is going to come back later in the
Of your
trailer.
former employer.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
That's one of Jabba's minions. That is a big ass city.
Yes, actually, I should have paused a second earlier. I don't know what city that is. There's a lot of big cities.
That looks like too fancy to be because like we saw Mos Eisley.
Yes.
In season.
But it could be one of the
1
other...
and 2 of Mandalorian, and Mos Eisley looks super run down.
Yes, so I
that's
think
too
it's one of the
fancy.
other Mosses. It could be... There's one that is kind of the de facto capital, even though it's not the actual
Is it
capital.
like Mos Capital.
No, it has
Mos
no-
Capital.
I think it has another
the big
E name,
city.
but I'm blanking right now. But so I think that might be it. But honestly, it could be any of the Mosses on Tatooine, and they probably all have crime syndicates in them.
That's true.
It's Tatooine.
Let's call it Mos New York.
Yeah, sure.
Fear.
Okay, so there's the throne.
I intend to rule with respect.
All right.
Yeah.
You
So
were once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
All right.
yeah.
Okay. crime lords, or is that like the union of like Jabba's sad ex-guards?
I think it's that latter one. I think
That are
these
like-
are Jabba's previous underlings, and
Right.
he's trying to get them to come back into the fold. But how Jabba's been gone for a while at this point, and it seems like Bib Fortuna's been in charge.
That whole scene has a very, very, very like meeting of the five families
Yeah.
scene. So
Yeah, a
it
little
wouldn't
bit
surpri-
Godfather-y.
It wouldn't, especially these guys. Like they're not wearing armor, right? Those guys are just like, yeah, I run Moss, New York, and I run Moss, Chicago, and I run Moss, Las Vegas,
Chicago.
and we got to do something about this Boba Fett guy.
I mean, they've all got nice museums, but man, the crime.
Yep.
Here to make a proposal that's
Yeah, and he's
Oh,
got
that's
the-
100%. That is 100%.
Yeah.
The five families.
Yeah, and
Loving it.
he's got the guards behind him that are
Yep.
following him, even
Yeah.
though I don't know if he's necessarily strictly in power.
He's got Ming-Na Wen is just over on the side hanging out.
Yeah,
as
no,
the, like,
she's-
as the like I'm
She's definitely like
Like,
the hired muscle.
super assassin.
Yeah.
Is just hangs out at the table with me. So watch what you say.
That actually comes up.
mutually beneficial.
So wistful.
That's
Why
nice
speak
digs
of
up there.
conflict when cooperation can make us all
So those were
rich?
sand people.
It didn't pause for a sec. She pulled a knife out of her gun, which is the coolest thing in the world, and threw it at someone
That's pretty cool.
who I assume was less than polite to do.
So we have more of the Twi'lek
Yes.
Twi'lek dancers.
I don't know if they're necessarily dancers or if they work for one of the other crime bosses in that nicer looking city.
I'm just assuming because it looks like they're in job because they're on Tatooine. And why would no self-respecting Twi'lek would ever be on Tatooine
I
if you're
don't
not
know
if you're not a dancer?
I don't know if anyone would ever live in Tatooine at all unless they're stuck there.
That's Lear's. This is like a nicer cantina.
Yeah,
right?
no, this is somebody's
feels-
private club.
Yeah, this like it feels like the classic Star Wars cantina, but it's like way nice. Like this is like the 4-star restaurant.
Yeah.
And not like the 2-star dive.
Yes, for sure. This is the version you would pay thousands of dollars for in
Yeah.
Disney.
All right.
Yeah.
Liking it. Okay.
Got the ship.
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
All right. So a helmet full of money
Why was
rolling.
he storing credits in his helmet?
I don't know, but I like it. I don't know who these. I have no idea who these guys are.
So those
4
were
shields.
Yes. Let me see if I could pause on it. You in a couple of the shots, you can see that they have medallions that match that Ithorian's. So I think they
okay.
are his hired muscle.
Okay.
Which makes me think that whatever meeting of the crime lords they
So
were
it's all-
having goes
Right.
poorly.
So it's a whole it's a whole crime family dust up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
That makes sense.
I think that Boba Fett might be traveling around trying to bring some sort of like unity to crime lords on Tatooine, or
Unity.
like take things
Although,
over,
like,
perhaps.
I'm in charge now.
unity,
I'm in charge
or
now.
take over, or just maybe like play nice because
These
it's
guys
easier to do
do-
business that way.
These guys do have the just like generic Star Wars like ruffian.
Yeah.
Kind of like their armor's not too nice. Like nothing's really too nice. This is kind of like we have these we have
We have
onesie,
gauntlets and
onesies
one
these
thing.
and this gauntlet.
Yeah,
thing.
and I love how in Star Wars armor style, it really only just covers your chest because you don't have any important organs
beneath.
down lower.
No
No,
one
nothing,
shoots down there.
Nothing's important down there. It's fine.
Right, cool. I just.
What?
All right. Oh no, no. They're
So
totally surrounded. I like it.
The weapons are fun. They remind me a lot of that like electrified baton kind of that they had in. It was one of the sequel movies. I forget which one it was.
It reminds me of the big things that the General Grievous's bodyguard had.
Yeah, them
they had
too.
those big electric
I
staves.
think this is an evolution between the General Grievous's guards' weapons and the ones that the stormtroopers have. Not stormtroopers
just
anymore.
kind of like go sticks.
Yeah, later on. So I think
I was like,
this
these
is
guys
like
are
an evolution.
These guys are like in no way on the level of General Grievous's elite droid bodyguards.
No, like these are just some schmoes on Tatooine, but
That is-
they've got some cool gear.
They do. It's like they never watched season 2 of The Mandalorian because when
You know exactly what's gonna happen
when
there.
Tamura Morrison makes that face. That's the like I'm going to kill everyone within 10 feet of me face.
For sure, and he's
And he just did it again. And then for the like, just go back and watch. I don't even know what like episode 7
I don't remember.
of Mando, because he does this. I mean,
it reminded me a lot of the scene where he appears with the gaffy stick.
yeah, it's the same
and just
thing.
like goes
It's
buck
like
wild.
It's like, did you guys not know that I
No.
single-handedly killed
No, they have
2
no idea.
platoons of stormtroopers and their transports while they tried to get away? But it's cool because you guys are wearing pajamas, so you're going to be able to stop
really
me.
are.
Like the 4 of
Aw.
you are with.
They've got those sweet shields.
It's not good. It won't.
No.
It won't make any difference.
Speaking of the gaffy stick, though,
Yeah.
we saw the Tusken Raiders show up
Yeah.
a couple of seconds ago. So I wonder what his relationship with them is gonna be, because he had one of their weapons and seemed very, very skilled with it. But
Well, I
we
mean-
don't know if they're on friendly terms.
Well, I mean, the question is, who rescued? Did he dig his way out from the Sarlacc, or like was he rescued? Because it could be that they're the people who like found him, right?
That's what I'm thinking. So,
So
he might
it wouldn't surprise me if he's
kind
on
of
yeah, if he's
Like
he's
in with them.
compadre
yeah.
with them.
So it'd be fun to just watch him going around Tatooine trying to like kind of get in with everybody.
Sure.
And just either failing horribly or doing a whole lot of murders.
They've done a really good job of kind of like taking all of like the really bad 70s tropes of the Sand People and being like, no, we're gonna actually like
Yeah, we can flesh this out.
build them up and flesh it out and make them like a proud kind of a relatable culture. So I really doubt you're gonna see Disney being like, let's make the Sand People terrible tropey villains again.
Yeah, no,
so
I don't think so.
I think they're gonna be, they'll be presented in that way.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I want to see what his relationship is with them, because I think that could be very interesting and fun. And I think they're going to get into that in this.
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
Don't worry about the giant grate on the floor. There's no problems
There's
at all.
nothing there at all. Don't worry. I like how mean mom said to be nicer, and nice dad was like, no, it's fine. Say whatever you want.
It's fine, children.
Ignore the knife that she's pulling out of her gun.
Don't listen to what your mother said. Tell me what you really feel.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
If Ming-Na Wen threatened me like that, I would 100% be more afraid of her.
Especially those guys
Terrifying.
wearing, again, like they're, I'm in my battle armor. She's in her full mercenary garb, and they're just like, I'm wearing a
robe.
I'm wearing pants.
These are my nice clothes for
If I-
talking to people. Yeah, but that's the trailer.
I liked it.
We stopped a whole bunch.
That's
but
super, super cool. And it's coming December, right? I think.
believe so.
So
yeah.
we're coming up pretty close. I'm excited. I think there's going to be several more of these coming up soon. So awesome.
And I think as soon as Book of Boba Fett ends, the next season of The Mandalorian is supposed to start.
It's going to be good.
So I think we're supposed to be going from one right into the next. So we should be getting the next trailer soon, too.
Please, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Please, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
That's all I want.
All right, everyone. Adios.
See ya.